I have a sweet gelding that tends to get nervous when being mounted. He is a tall bastard. Sometimes he's great, other times he will jump forward and kick. He's been through the Jeffry's method and the Fundamentals series, and is started under saddle. I'm working on hobble training him now. I wanted to see if it would be unreasonable to sideline and rope hobble him and just have him stand there while I mount and dismount him.
Mounting problems. So, in your horse's case, Kaylin, to first answer your question, would I hobble the horse? No, I wouldn't. Okay? Couple of things. You need to go back. If I had your horse right now, if you just sent him to me, I always feel obligated to. I want to answer these questions. What would I do? Okay? If I'm in your shoes, what would I do? So, if you sent me your horse to train and you said he has this problem, what I would do is I would go spend a week doing nothing but the fundamentals groundwork, okay? Just nothing but fundamentals. I'm not riding him. And then at that point, if I know he's already come with this issue, he's jumped forward, he's kicked out, he's done whatever, okay? I'm going to practice at that point, I'm going to practice jumping up and down beside him, putting weight in the stirrup, keep his head bent towards me, I'm pulling on the saddle horn, I'm leaning up over the saddle, I'm going to get halfway on, step down. I might do that in between every groundwork exercise. So, I'll give you an idea. Lunge him for respect stage 1. As soon as his feet stop moving, start flapping the stirrup, put my foot in the stirrup, hop up and down, lean over the saddle, rub, step down and retreat. Hop up in the saddle, not on him, just on the side of him, just halfway up. Okay? And I'm just getting him to where he's craving this. Now, let's say, for example, I get the first 2 or 3 times, goes pretty well. Doesn't really do anything. But then he starts moving around, then he starts wanting to get anxious and he starts wanting to jump forward. No big deal. Step down, put his feet back to work. Go lunge him around, lunge for respect stage 1 and 2. Hustle, 5, 10 minutes. Wait till he's sucking air a little bit, he's got a little sweat on his neck. And then I'm going to practice again, hopping up and down, on, off. Do this on both sides, okay? If you struggle to do this over and over again, you may need to do it with a mounting block. Get a mounting block up beside him and practice that. Walking up and down, put a little weight in the stirrup, lean over it, just makes that a little easier for you, okay? It's a little bit of a pain because if he moves around, you got to keep moving the mounting block, but I'm trying to give you some options. I want you to succeed here. So, if the horse is jumping forward, and especially if he's jumping forward and kicking out, the reason I told you I don't want you to hobble him is because if he's doing this, I don't want you to get on him anyway. Like, he's not ready to get on, period, okay? So you might do what I just outlined there, where you go move him around in between every exercise. You come back on, off. Get on and off 50 times on both sides, okay? I might do that for a week until he's just craving for me. Just get on, lady. Now, I don't think you said in your question whether or not your horse had been ridden already or not, or if this was a colt, okay? If it's a colt, it's definitely not ready to get on if it's thinking about getting that reactive, okay? You might think about going and do pick me up off the fence, okay? We do this in the colt starting kit, okay? Where we get the horse comfortable with us being up above their head. So essentially what you're doing is your partner on the ground is helping you move the horse around, which is going to help get him to use the thinking side of his brain. And then you're only going to let him rest when he's up beside you on the fence. Then when he's up there, or you're up there rather, you can practice slapping, tapping on the saddle, use your foot, put your knee on the saddle. The key is have one hand on the fence and you have a leg straddling the fence, okay? As long as you got a hold of that fence and your leg is straddling the fence, you're not riding the horse. Worst case scenario, he jumps forward, you're on the fence, okay? We use, Clinton has a little expression. He said it's like the City Slickers version of the first ride, okay? It's everything but, essentially, getting in the saddle, all right? Don't be in a hurry. Do this until that horse craves you being up there. Do not be in a hurry I just need to get on the horse's back. You don't just need to get on him. You need to get on him when he's ready, okay? So I cannot stress that to you enough. Don't think there's no prize money getting on this thing, it jumps forward and kicks out, breaks into a buck and fit and dumps you on your head. There's no extra prize money, you know what I mean? You've heard Clinton say this expression before. There's a lot of heroes in the graveyard, okay? Lots of people get on horses that are not ready to get on. They get bucked off and they get killed, or they get their neck broke, they get their back broke, and that's the end of your career. So don't play around with this, okay? So that's what I would do. I would continue to do the Jeffry's method. I like that. I would tell you this. There's a good probability you're not working the horse hard enough in between. Meaning, with a horse with this problem, I would never get it out of the pen, bring it to the arena or the round pen, and start what I'm talking about right now. I would always do this either in between the exercises, or if it was really bad, I'd do it at the end of the session when the horse is the most tired. I want to set myself up for success. I want him to want to stand still before I ever even think about doing what we're talking about right now, okay? So if you just bring him straight out of the stall and you go to do this, chances are he's going to be silly about it. Chances are he's going to be acting nervous about it, okay? So set yourself up for success. Get him where he wants to stand still. Get him where he craves it. Go round pen the horse for 10, 15 minutes. When he's sucking air and he's, got sweat dripping off his belly, then go practice this getting on and off, or leaning over him, or doing the Jeffry's method, or doing pick me up off the fence. Don't go do it when he's real fresh, okay? So there's obviously some variables here because I can't see your horse in person and see exactly what you've got going on, okay? But that's how I would go about it, and that's how I would handle it. So I hope this answers your question. Keep up the good work, keep up the consistency with your horse, and I hope this helps you out.
Take your horsemanship to the next level. The No Worries Club Premium membership is your ultimate portal to complete your horse training. You'll have access to Clinton's complete training library, thousands of hours of step-by-step instructional videos. You'll master all aspects of horsemanship, from fundamentals to trick training. You'll have access to our exclusive social network that connects you with thousands of dedicated horsemen from around the world. You'll have the method available wherever you are and accessible through the web, your phone and tablets, or your favorite streaming devices. You'll receive 8 all-new training videos per year and the quarterly No Worries Journal, as well as access to the ever-growing video library, Q&As, performance horse series, blogs, and more. But that's not all. You also get free tickets to walkabout tours and priority access to the latest news coming from Down Under Horsemanship, not to mention VIP pricing on all of Clinton's must-have training tools. So what are you waiting for? Unlock the ultimate access and jumpstart your training program today.